thanks for tuning in to another video on the channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button below and turn on that little notification bell so you know when I upload next. Today I'm going to be introducing you to one of our last cars that we have. It is an Evo 8 that caught on fire about 2 or 3 years ago, and we've been slowly rebuilding it. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce this car to you guys now, because I'm going to be working on it a lot in between the CTSV, the Camaro, and his other Evo 8. So he does have 2 Evos, and he also has his Duramax that's he dailies. So this one is going to be a full track car. So it has a lot of work that needs to be done to it still. We've been slowly doing it. So the progress doesn't look like much, but believe me, I'll show you pictures of the before and the after the fire and what we have now. And then when it's done, you won't even recognize the car. Right. So, this is the car right now. It looks a hot mess. It is a hot mess. But it has potential. Right now, the main thing that we're doing is redoing the wiring harness, which has been a cluster. It's going to have a quick disconnect that you can see right there. The wiring harness is inside with the little pin that's already on it because we've been starting it. And then this is the block that caught on fire, but it has a different head and a different tranny. And then, yeah, the inside is absolutely wrecked because we are redoing the wiring. As you can see, we have the dash out, the old dash out and tossed. We do have a new dash that is going to be cut up for when he installs or gets the roll cage completely in, which is going to go back there obviously, and everything inside is going to be gutted except for maybe 2 front seats. We're not sure if we're going to put 2 or 1 in, to be honest. So yeah, and then there's Bradley. Hello. So he's going to go ahead and talk a little bit more about the insides right here so you guys get a little bit more knowledge on what's going on.
This is the Diamond Race subframe. Tubular subframe. This one is the prototype. You can actually make it go power steering or manual steering. Right now we have the manual steering rack in it because we will run manual steering. You do have to get an extended shaft that goes to the steering column to get it to run, which Diamond Race does extend for you if you buy the kit. It's all tubular, so we're gonna have that, and then we're gonna have LSD transfer case going into it from an 0304 Evo, and we'll have all the goodies on the motor. Hopefully,
the front of this is actually going to be cut probably around here-ish, and right around here-ish, as you can see the S mark. So the whole front end is going to be a tubular front end. The same person who's doing the tubular front end is also doing the roll cage. We are on a waiting list for that, so as soon as he gives us the call, we'll do the go-ahead. He's probably, I think he said he was 3 or 4 months out, about 3 or 4 months ago. So hopefully we get a call soon. The whole engine bay has been completely repainted, redone, so it looks so much better. I'll show you a before and after. That was a process. So today we are going to be pulling out this motor. This motor actually, well, the head and the tranny is going to go into his silver Evo. This block is going to be trash, or is it going back into this?
It'll go back into this.
Okay, so this block will stay back into this. I didn't know if the block was good or not.
No, sorry. This head, this tranny, and the aluminum rod motor is going to be put into the silver car to get tuned and done. And then once that car is done, it's going to get put all back into this car because it'll all be tuned and everything like that. And then this block is just a steel rod. It's going to get put into the silver car with a stock ECU and just be dailyable.
Okay, that hopefully you guys heard that, and hopefully we can understand that. Anyway, so again, like I said, this is his Evo 8 project car. It was his first Evo he ever purchased. He's always wanted an Evo. Made him get it probably about 4 or 5 years ago. We're gonna go ahead and get started and pull this motor out so we can get working on it, and that's about it. Real quick, just going to show you guys how we have to pull the motor right now. He is jacking up the car. We have the motor sitting on the lift, the stand thing. And until we get the tubular front end done, this is how the easiest way to get the motor out. A little sketchy lifting the car, not gonna lie, but it's almost clear. So again, this is the block that caught on fire about 3 years ago, and we have to use, we're using the top end and the tranny for the silver Evo. And once that's fully built, we'll move that motor into this car, and then we'll work on the next one. Right. So I'll give you guys a little better visual of what the bay looks like. This is where we're getting stuck with the motor mount for a little bit. It would not come out. I think the paint made it too thick or something, because it was catching on the inside. You see? But so it looks a lot better. Everything's super clean. We just have some carbon fiber pieces that are blocking this on the firewall and behind the quick disconnect here. Right. Motor on the engine lift, and we just took off the transmission, make it a little easier. Out of the way. Alright guys, so we've got the transmission off, and now we're gonna pull the clutch, and we're gonna get, oh my god, look at my face. We've got the clutch tool that we're gonna use.
Stick it in the hole.
Stick it in the hole.
Stick it in.
It's in the hole.
flywheel.
These are super important not to strip, guys. Boom. All right, next is the transmission spacer cradle. Plate, cradle plate. Here. All right, guys, so we have, today is pretty much wrapped up. I have to get ready for work soon. So we've got this motor out of the white Evo. This head and all the timing assembly is gonna go onto that block, and that is gonna go into this car. And then once all that's back in, that has all the big boy toys in it, which is gonna go back into the white car because the white car is gonna be faster. It's gonna be his track car. And then that silver Evo is gonna have this block with that head that's hiding over there. And then it's gonna have a stock ECU and all of that fun stuff. So we have a lot of work to do still. But the next step is, again, putting the head and the timing assembly onto that block, which is the block that you've seen us building up with the pistons and the crank and all that. So thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button below and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks.